Hello, this is Akshay and this time I'm going to explain you about my seventh experiment of my web technology lab, which was about creating just a login form and going when we are logged in, it's checking whether the information is correct and going to some other page. So as at this one I have created actually .php. You can also create .html file, but remember it should be indexed because it's the first page. Now since I've created a login form, so this title login and then T is login is this one, and there are some CSS properties in this CSS file I've given over here. So as you can see, body background color, this background color will be given in this one. Then all the properties whichever needed for their decoration purpose I've given over here. Okay, so that was for this CSS portion. For each element I need to give, and now as you can see this part. Okay, so body background f6 is this one. Now when you're done with decorating part, now we'll go to the main part. So this please login is this one, heading. Okay, now after heading comes this one, form action. So this is a form. Okay, under a form, now we are submitting this form to a place called check.php, where it will check your information with the method post, so that your information is secure. Otherwise, if you put a get method, your information will be shown in this URL as it's submitting your values. Okay, now since you have created the post method, I'll show you check PHP later. Now let's go to the field set. Now in the field set I have created us with 400 pixels. Oh, okay, this is the field set properties. You can give whatever you want with field ID 2, then with 400 pixels by height I have not set because height I have not set because it will just consider as whatever portion is taken by this part. Then comes background color of this field set is this one. Then align. Okay, this login align is used using this legend tag. Then image, I have downloaded this image from the Google, and then I've put this tag over here. Then comes the rest of this part, username, so input type, password input type, and also I've used some CSS properties for this one, so that padding, then padding top bottom right for making some space, and with 100% of this field set. So this will actually create a better look. Otherwise it will be of somewhat this much size, which does not look good. And since it's only the login page, so I've created like this. Now when you click the submit button, it will go to the page. Okay, now let's put some things. Okay, I'm putting a wrong password. Now I'll show you what happens when we put a wrong password. So when I put a wrong password, it will show invalid username password, try again, like this. So this part is not in this code, right? Now let's go. First I'll show you this check.php. So whenever you are entering any data, we are first starting the session so that we can store your name in the session variable. Then in using these two variables, I am storing this one, username and password, from that so I'm so for the username, the name for this input type text was name, and then for password it was pass, and since it was password, it will be showing you ampersand symbol. So this is how we are storing the data of this part in a variable in PHP. We are starting PHP like this. So as you can see, it's check.php, and then this post refers to the post method which you have used. Then with the if statement will using this if statement, we'll check whether the information is correct or not. So if name is Akshay, if name is password is Akshay, so then only it will allow you to log in. Okay, so it will store my name in the session using this session variable, and then this will give you where direct you to the index.php where you actually logged in. I have included my fourth experiment file for this portion. Okay, and then echo welcome Akshay, welcome, and then this name will give you Akshay. Now comes the other part when your information is wrong. These two are wrong, so it will direct you to a new location called index1.php. So see, this was index.php. Now we have been directed to index1.php. If you notice, everything will be just in the same way except for this portion. Okay, index.php I have included as invalid username or password. So this will be displayed in your field tag with color red. Other things exactly the same as that was in the index file. Then when you give the information correctly, AKSHAY, okay, when you give the correct information, it will log in and then give you whatever page was specified. So this is how we have created this login portion, and it's working successfully. Thank you.